Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toffee Bluecast. We are here live, and we've got Paul. He's just coming out of the game as well. Hope you're all doing well. We have to go live as quick as we can. We try and do it an instant match reaction. I know a lot of you will be coming out the stadium and stuff like that, but we're here. Maybe people will jump on just as they're coming out as well. Paul, how are we? You all right?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. It was hell of an experience, to be honest. It's a lot to take in when you go in for the first time. It's big. Being bigger isn't a big enough compliment. It's absolutely massive. And row 60, 61 in the south stand, upper south stand, is a long way up. So I need to take my hiking gear next time. Saw Paul Cass as well.
He's in the house as well. Look, he's here.
There he is. There he is. We were saying to each other, we'll all have calves as big as Jack Grealish is by the end of the season. So, but no, mate, amazing. Really, really good. Really good.
So I did get you mentioned him. He's straight in. He's here as well. I did send a link to a lot of the Toffee Bluecasters to see if they wanted to come on. I just want to get a good feel of. Obviously, I wasn't there. Had a cold anyway, but I want to get a reaction of what it felt like because it's just. I mean, the result is what made it. It wouldn't have felt as good if we didn't win that game. The fact that we got a performance on top of that incredible stadium gives us the opportunity to actually enjoy the first game, and we did get the results as well, which we'll talk about in a minute. But first of all, we've got to talk about the stadium. Paul, what did you think, Caswell?
Oh, brilliant! Absolutely stunning. First time I've not been any of the pre-season friendlies at out or test events because I said to myself last season that I was going to wait until the first game. Absolutely stunning, beautiful, huge, imposing. Definitely the stage for some big players to come and play at.
Yeah, it did look. It looks like we've kept that feeling close to the ground. It seems instead of it being big and wide, it seems like it's steep. Like we're still close to the players, and all the views look really good as well. I know some you will be brilliant. Far back. It's a big stadium, but there looked a lot of good views in the stadium where you could see the players and get behind them well.
Oh yeah. How did it sound on the telly? The atmosphere, because it seemed quite good in the ground.
Yeah, it sounded really good, to be fair. And I did like the Dewsbury All getting the crowd going. Dewsbury All likes the fans, doesn't he? He was like pumping them. That looked good. I was looking for you both on the telly, to be fair. I was looking for you both, but the ground's that big. It was like, where's Wally? It was always going to be hard to spot.
I think when that second goal went in, it eased a lot of tension in the fans, and we probably would have been louder then.
Well, even I think the first goal, I'm not sure about you, but even me in the pub, it caught me off surprise, the first goal. It just pinged in straight away fast. I don't know whether I even expected it to happen that quick because Jack Grealish had the ball. And then Jack Grealish doing what Jack Grealish does. We're not used to players actually putting it on a plate. And of course, it's written in the stars for it to be Jack Grealish to enjoy, isn't it? And I was honestly, hairs on the back of your neck, stood up just watching it on TV. The fact that Jack Grealish fed NGI to score, I was really excited about that. Paul Foster, what did you think when the goal went in? What was the fans like?
Oh yeah, it was immense. I mean, I know it was upper south, but we were practically standing all the way through.
We have got a lot of fans. Like, obviously, we are going to struggle with signals because it is on phones, but we'll keep getting you in and out. Caswell, first goal, I'll pass that on to you, and then I'll get Paul Foster back in. Bear with us, people. We are still getting them back in. We are struggling with signals, but we are just getting fans' reaction straight after the game, talking about the first goal. I mean, Shelley says there, was it a pen? Caswell, you have got yourself on mute. Was it a pen? It's one of the questions.
There we go. I was at the other end of the ground, so It seemed like he raised his hands, to be fair. Yeah, it looked like a pen. There wasn't really any complaints from the fans round us.
Was your fourth ball, Foster? You're nodding your head. Did you think it was a penalty?
I mean, literally about 120 yards away, so I'll take anyone's word for it, but no one seemed to complain about it. No one seemed to complain at all, so I'll have a look later. But
Dave, though.
oh yeah, again, and in fact, I mean, his song must have been sung 100 times, and he loved it every single time. So
Who was that? Sorry,
ideal.
whose song was sang 100 times?
Pickford,
yeah,
constant, absolute
Pickford
constant.
had his song sung about 150 times.
Yeah.
It was there was an opportunity that they had where it was at the start as well, where it was at 0-0 and they looked to take it round Jordan Pickford, and he made a cracking save. It was two really big saves at the start of the game where it was 1-on-1, but Pickford's that good with his movement. He made it look like a routine save, but it wasn't. You've got to go with the player and know which way he's going to go around you. And two cracking saves, and then obviously after the two cracking saves, the penalty decision that we just talked about, they kept zooming in on telly on Jordan Pickford's bottle, which said Welbeck 50% left, 50% right. So Jordan Pickford didn't actually have no advantage on the bottle, because on his bottle it literally said 50% left, 50% right. So it was a good guess by Jordan Pickford to actually guess which way he was going. The bottle didn't give him an advantage, which will probably make O'Hara's head fall off a little bit.
Yeah, it was written in the stars, really. I mean, that first half, I thought we played well, but they hit the crossbar, they hit the post. Tark's given them a golden chance, which, Jordan saves us again. And they had a great chance from 6 yards out where he bobbled it over the crossbar. So we rode our luck a bit, but in the end, I'd say we deserved it.
Well, you know what? I think we started the game really well. I do. I think we're attacking quite a lot. We looked like we had a lot of more intention than what we did against Leeds to get forward. I could actually sense that a goal was coming from us when we scored, because Jack Grealish was getting in some good positions on the left. And we was up the pitch quite a lot. I know they had their chances, but it wasn't like we was pinned back and Brighton was having loads of chances. It was a bit end-to-end. They had theirs, we had ours. And obviously they didn't take theirs, and we did take our chance. It's crazy, because what I really like, and when you've got good wingers, you always find that the good winger is attacking more than what he's defending. And I think Jack Grealish has just got something about him where whoever's up against Jack Grealish is often backtracking rather than bombing it forward and making him backtrack. And Jack Grealish starting today was massive for me. I think he really did make a difference today.
I think the thing was we had two wingers that were dangerous. So every time the ball went to Dewsbury Hall and got out of the way and got them one-on-one, they panicked. They were scrambling as opposed to defending.
Yeah, completely agree. I mean, it was what we all wanted. We had Njai on the right hand side and Jack Grealish on the left hand side, and that got us all excited. When the lineup come out, I was a little bit frustrated again, because I was thinking, oh my God, Irabunam in the middle again. We're going to overcrowd it on centre midfielders. But I'm not scared to put my hand up. I think Irabunam had a fantastic game this game, and James Garner as well.
Brilliant game.
Yeah, and Michael Keane had a really good game as well. I said if he plays well, I'll say he played well, and I think he did. I didn't really want him in my team, but I think Michael Keane, James Garner, and Irabunam, the three players that we probably would have questioned whether we wanted them to play, all played really well.
The thing with Keane as well is, in the first half, he got 3 awful passes given to him where he was under pressure and should never have done. 2 from Tarky, weirdly enough, who did a few bad passes today. And Keane dealt with him really calmly. Really had a great game, Keane. Won absolutely every header as well.
I did think Jake O'Brien was fantastic as well because he had a really hard job in Mitoma today, and he handled him really well. Mitoma had no. In fact, Mitoma ended up moving from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. That's how good Jake O'Brien was.
Yeah.
He was really, really good.
Yeah. So Garner grew into. I think the first 20 minutes, Brighton tried to pinpoint Garner and attack him, but I think as the game went on, he calmed into it really well. It was just a great team performance with everyone played great individually and they all played well as a team. It was just nice seeing a midfield dominate a very good Brighton team. If you think last year we got battered 3-0 and hardly touched the ball, it's like a different game.
That's what Paul was worried about when we was doing the match thing. Obviously, we beat them the second time round 1-0. But the first time we played them at the start of the season, we got battered. And they are a good team. They've got really good players that we kept quiet. Credit to Everton. We did, that Minter and Mitoma, the two really good wingers. But it's just the thing is today, Minter and Mitoma are up there with the best wingers around. But Everton, we've got Njai and Grealish, who we matched them on wingers today, if not even better. Yeah. So I think that shows how much we move forward on wingers.
I think the difference was when their wingers got the ball, our fullbacks were capable of dealing with them one-on-one. Whereas when Njai and Grealish got the ball, they had to put two on him. I think Garner's goal, Grealish got the ball, held it. Grealish got the ball, held it up for a bit, waited until two came to, and then just laid it off for Garner. I mean, it was a beautiful strike, but it was constant throughout the game. As soon as Njai and Grealish got it, they scrambled two defenders around him, and that was the difference.
Yeah, we did defend. I think Moyes had it bang on defensively. Moyes was he was ready for this game. There's a comment here about David Moyes. Great win, great stadium. Just heard Jack Grealish on the radio, Merseyside, and what a great talking about David Moyes, Jack Grealish was. And he says how much David Moyes made him welcome at the club, and he offered him, he made him welcome with him and his family. So Jack Grealish, I didn't hear it, but couldn't have had better words to say about David Moyes, and said he's made him and his family really welcome, which is massive, and made him fit in straight away. So obviously David Moyes loves Jack Grealish. Paul, what else did you want to chuck in? I've got you back on, Paul Foster. It's cutting you in and out.
Yeah, sorry. Apparently Tesco Express won't allow me to be on the show at the same time, so I got myself a Pepsi and just sat down. I thought subs-wise and things like that, the changes that had to be made and were made were right. I thought it was. I thought everyone who did come on and the little switches that we had just worked, but by the time we had to make any changes, really, we were pretty much well in control. And what you said before I cut out about Brighton having a lot of the ball, but they had a lot of the ball at the back. They didn't find the spaces, and I think what you were just saying there might have been about defensively and how we were set up and everything. Dewsbury was great today. Ran his socks off. And at the front, particularly in that first half, him and Barry, if it was going to go to Dunk, then it was Barry who was going to close him down, or vice versa. And we just worked really well as a two closing down at the front, and then two in behind, just in front of the defence. It just worked really well. And then when Barry did come off and Beto came on, it's the same sort of routine. We closed them down well. We forced them into one or two mistakes, and we really isolated Mitoma and Minter. They rarely got behind us. Very rarely.
Towards the end, we had some really good chances, and it wasn't like we was lucky because we scored 2 goals, but Barry had a header where he could have scored the header from a corner. It was a really good chance for Barry with that header. And then there was also McNeil had a shot where he probably shouldn't have had a shot, and he could have squared it across to Jack Grealish when he would come on and free, but he had the shot, which is fair enough. Yeah. But we could have scored that. That's what I'm saying. And there was a couple of other opportunities where I can't remember which one it was. We was running with a ball, and I think it was Garner Gay slipped it to. He slipped it to the wrong person. He should have gone to Njai on the right hand side when Garner Gay was running down the centre of the pitch, and even the commentator says he probably should have put Njai in there. But we was always attacking and always looked to threat. Really happy with this game. I just want to point out that
thing when we were 2-0 up in the 80th minute, and we did get forward, rather than panicking and just humping it into the midfield, into the middle of the penalty box, we actually kept hold of the ball. It was nice to see us get 8 or 9 passes together rather than 3 passes, do an awful first touch and give the ball back to them.
But I talked about all the chances. I missed one out. There was also a chance where Beto come on, and Beto just ran straight past the player, and Dunk had to slide in last minute, and Beto got the corner. I said to my partner, I goes, you know what? That's what we want. Beto got dropped. It was a kick up the arse and a wake-up call that he needs because he come on hungry. And I think Beto come on and he was decent when he come on, and that's what you want. You want your players to react. He wasn't good enough last week. He come on and he was better this time. So, like Paul said, I think the substitutions was decent when they come on. It was the energy that we needed, and there were good substitutions. Now, I mean, we spoke about the first goal. I suppose we're going to have to talk about the second goal. It come from a player that we all probably wasn't sure about playing left back. He played left back, and he likes this new stadium. James Garner does, it turns out, because he's hit 2 absolute rockets in this stadium already. Absolute thunderbolt, this one again. I mean, it wasn't as good as his free kick, but it was a thunderbolt. What was your thoughts when he scored?
I was a bit, I was a bit disappointed because we waited 2 years for him to do the lawnmower celebration, and he didn't do it. So someone have a word with him. But cracking strike, absolute cracking strike.
It's one of them that you just hit. You hit it. When you watch it slowed down, he hit it that hard. It moved a little bit as well. It moved from left. You know when you thunderbolt it and you hit it so clean, it moves left to right. The keeper got his fingertips on it, but it was that hard he couldn't even keep it out. Yes. Well, we didn't get the enjoy. We didn't get element enjoy Seagull.
He was on the right side. He was on the correct side to do it as well.
He didn't do the Seagull, but I think that one was better. You just got it, Seagulls. And the thing is, it was 2-0 as well. So I like that one. The Seagulls did get it. I might have to crop that one up.
He's coming back for me now, though. He's coming back for me.
It's a cracking result because I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit scared going into this because I do respect Brighton a lot and do think they're a good team. A lot of you lot in the comments, you all said draws and stuff like that. So it's a cracking result, you know. And in the new stadium as well. That new stadium, as you lot have just said at the start, it's insane. I can't wait to go. I was so jealous. I'm not going to lie. It looked insane. It really did look incredible. Stunning. It's just from the outside's incredible, but then when you go on the inside, it's just even better. And a lot of people did say on the build up to the new stadium that pictures don't do it justice. Is that how you both felt when you're there?
Yeah,
definitely. She's huge, absolutely huge. I tried sending some videos to you, Dan. She's absolutely huge, really imposing. I can see, like, if we keep that atmosphere going for the rest of the year, but I think we will because we've actually got midfielders that will create something and get the crowd going. If that atmosphere stays like that, teams that aren't used to playing in big stadiums, that's going to be an imposing place to come. I actually think it'll be more imposing than, say, Goodison because of the number of people are there, especially if we get that atmosphere going. And especially how steep the south is, properly steep. It still feels like you're on top of it, but the pitch is bigger. The pitch is really big.
It looks massive. The pitch looks absolutely massive. Absolutely incredible. It's almost like if we're going retro gaming, it's not FIFA anymore. It's sensible soccer. You're that high above. You're that high above the players. It's a completely different view, really. It really is.
It was great though.
What was the view like from TV? What was kind of the camera? It's quite low, or was it dead eye, or?
It's quite
Same as
high. It
last
showed how
time.
steep it was, yeah.
Was it?
Showed how steep it was, yeah. And it looked just, the ground just looked boss. It just looked big on TV. Do you know what I mean? It really did look massive. Zoom was good in on the players. I really like, and if you remember back to last season when Illiman and Jai scored that goal against Spurs and he connected to the fans, I really like that Dewsbury Hall was wanting to connect to the fans. That Dewsbury Hall was going, come on, at the end of the game, like, come on. He's a new player, and I like that. He's got personality, and he wants to connect. And I've seen Jack Grealish as well straight away. I think he connected with us as well. Everton fans are going to love Jack Grealish because everything he does is just immaculate. He's and no disrespect to Everton, like, because Manchester City have been doing so well. He's a Manchester City player and a good player at that. And he's going to be the difference. He is going to be. I'm really excited what Jack Grealish and Njai is going to do. And what's even more exciting is that we've got maybe another winger coming in, a right winger that's as good as these two as well. So,
wow,
we
still need that.
How good are we?
We still need that. I think we were, even though Ndai was right hand side, and there were good moments from that right hand side. Second half, we didn't use it a lot at all. A lot of it still went through Jack. So it's maintaining that balance and having a threat on both sides, because obviously when Ndai came off, you had Alcaraz on that right hand side, but then there was obviously another switch then, and Alcaraz went into the 10, and McNeil came on the right hand side. And McNeil did all right, but he wasn't sort of willing to take anyone on the outside, because that would have been on his right foot, you know what I mean? So it then kept coming over to the left again, which is fine, but it'd be interesting to see what Dibbling does. I think he may be similar in wanting to come inside and create stuff, but our main threat is Grealish on that left-hand side, so I hope that doesn't become too predictable, really.
I think what was massive for us today as well is that Irabunam had a good game, because I felt like through the middle we was really poor against Leeds, and I think Irabunam was strong today, really strong on the ball, holding it up, hard to tackle. But he had that grit about him today. Yeah, he's dribbling as well. He could run past players. He could bomb it forward. He looked like he had a goal in him as well. Had a shot on the edge of the box, and he was a lot better today. And I think he wasn't good against Leeds, but he turned up today, Irabunam. Garner Gay's always fantastic. He's everywhere. I did see sometimes when you're talking about Njai on the right-hand side, he was playing in the number 10 sometimes. There was a lot of rotation, wasn't he?
There was a bit of rotation.
They seem to have a bit of a free roaming role sometimes, where they could just move across and play where they want. Yeah. Moyes has got to figure these players out. There's going to be a lot of players trying to figure out who links with who works with who, and moving about.
But there was more of a connection though as well with Barry. You know, we were more connected to, and Beto as well, really. Whoever was playing up front, we were closer to them. And I'm sure Moyes will pick out why that worked better this time than it did against Leeds. But they didn't seem isolated very often. There were some times, but we didn't seem too far away from Beto Barry when they actually brought the ball down in the first place.
I didn't see this because I was rushing to the pub, but I didn't see this. Did blue flares go off and fireworks out the stadium?
No.
They did.
Oh,
they did. But they were fired. I think they were fired on the top of the north stand. So I could just about see the fireworks going off, and then there was a little bit of. There must have been some behind us, because there was a bit of blue flare coming in to the stand where we were.
That's insane. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, it's class.
That is insane. I've just seen that on X now. That's insane.
You know what?
Blue flares all over the stadium.
As well, though, the whole presentation of the way things were done as well. We were given a blank canvas, weren't we? So this was a brand new sort of start, and the screen and the advertising around the outside and everything else looks really good. It looks really good.
Comments are coming in. Emma's just said, finally home with a Mackies. Did you enjoy it, Emma? Take it you loved it. Did the toffee lady walk around?
No.
I didn't see Toffee Lady, no.
Oh, best get sorted next time. Oh, in one of the comments here, oh my God, we've all got different opinions. Oh my God, Tarkowski should be dropped. Do you think Tarkowski played bad?
No. No. I thought he played well, but I think he ballsed up a couple of times, which was really obvious. That was the problem. But I tell you what, Keane did all right, didn't he?
Yeah, he did do well, to be fair. Of course he would. The moment I actually have doubts in him, of course. I want him to. Anyway, I just wanted Everton to win more than anything. I really did just want Everton to win. I know everyone's there anyway, but I knew you two was going as well, and I just wanted... I knew all of you going in the comments as well. I just want you all to have a good day. And I know in football, for a fact, if you come back and you lose, you feel like shite. Well, I do anyway, personally.
Yeah.
I can't come back from a game and lose and feel good. Just impossible. It's just impossible, especially losing your first 2 games of the season as well. Because now the difference is we beat Brighton, who are a good team. So the sky's the limit now. Yes, we lost against Leeds. That was a friendly. We said last night that's a friendly. But yes, we lost against Leeds. But now, if you can beat a team like Brighton and beat them 2-0 and beat them that convincingly, we can go and beat anyone, can't we?
It's the first time that 5-1 away. When we beat it, I think it's the first time we've played Brighton and actually controlled the game.
Yeah.
Especially in midfield. Like, when we were 2-0 up, we've had a few apprehensive moments as Everton fans at home games when we've been 2-0 up. There wasn't a point where I thought, we're panicking here. We just seemed a lot more controlled and measured on the ball. And that's where, like, Grealish, Dewsbury Hall, Timmer and Boonen, surprisingly, we just controlled the ball better. And even when Alcaraz came on, we never looked like losing it or conceding a runaway goal on the counter-attack. We just looked like...
It was that the key moment of the penalty. Yeah. Because that goes in, and then I do think we end up getting a little bit nervous and stuff. But that was massive key moment that was. That's why Pickford should get man of the match, I think, really.
Yeah.
Like I said to Chloe, I was just literally writing the match. I was doing the YouTube banner, and I'd had it down 2-0. It was 15 minutes to go, and I tried to do it early. So I'm doing the banner at 2-0, and you feel comfortable. 2-0 is good. And as soon as they got that penalty, you're thinking, if they score, it's 2-1 and we've got 15 minutes and there's quite a bit of extra time coming. You knew there was.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have been nice. Because you know what it's like. If it's 2-1, it just makes Brighton more confident they can get back into the game. So they'll just full on go for it. The boost it would have given them after scoring. So you literally... Brighton, because Pickford saved that penalty, the boost goes to us. In fact, it makes us more motivated to make sure we don't let it go 2-1. That's the way it can turn. So I think... like you say, Pickford saving that penalty was massive because it would have put the momentum to either them or us. Pickford saved it. It put the momentum on us. And we went on to probably... I actually think after we saved the penalty, we was playing well. We was having a lot of attacking moments. Yeah. Not sitting back, which was key. But if it was the other way around and it went 2-1, I don't think it would have been like that. So fair play to Jordan Pickford. He's a nutter. Chloe was saying to me, Jordan Pickford, she goes... what's he doing? What is he doing? He's going nuts. He's nuts. When he saved the ball, he just comes out all pumped up, doesn't he, Jordan Pickford? Loving the new stadium. A lot of the players you could tell was happy to be the players that was in that stadium to start it off for the first time. I haven't said it on the channel yet, and I should have said it at the start. The last player to score at Goodison Park was...
Njai.
The first player to score at the Hill Dickinson Stadium was...
Njai.
He knows how to do it, doesn't he? It was written in the stars, Illiman and Jai. He scores at the last at good. That's some big thing as well, you know. If that's history that you can keep forever, that is. That's massive. To score the last at Goodison Park, a stadium that's that old, and to score the first at Bramley Moor Dock, a stadium that's beautiful. Illiman and Jai, wow, that's just incredible. Sorry if I didn't mention that, Shelley. I've just got that excited. I bet you did put it at the top as well. I've been trying to shut the comments on and get these on, but yeah, it's just incredible, isn't it?
No, it's gonna go well. I mean, still be a big crowd as well on Wednesday as well. Was it five or a kid, I think, and so it should be busy enough. 51,000 today, so not quite a absolute sellout, or maybe just awkward for one or two people on a Sunday. But you couldn't. It's more than what we're used to. Certainly more than what we used to. So, and to be fair to Brighton fans, they were trying to give it, back the team and stuff, but they just weren't on it. They were lacking someone up front and linking properly with them. And the lads who played full back for us played well today as well. So O'Brien did a good job at right back, and James Garner and people filled in. Whoever was playing midfield as well. There was a couple of times Jack Grealish came all the way back into the area and did a couple of last ditch tackles. So everyone put a shift in.
That's a good one. I'm Everton until I die. I'm Everton until I die. I'm Everton until I die. I know I am. I'm sure I am. I'm Everton until I die. I like it. I do like it. There's the comments are flooding in. I know a lot of you will be coming back straight after the game. This one we do get more on the match reaction straight after, but there's loads on. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe, please do so. We will be going in a minute and letting you enjoy the rest of your Sundays. Some of the sound systems won't be right because it's just people coming out from the game. But it's match reaction. I'm really, with it being the first game at the new stadium, I really wanted to get a reaction of how it felt. When we spoke on Spaces before, Paul, and there's been a lot of talk of people worried, saying it's going to take us a while to get used to the new stadium and the atmosphere, and it might not be good, and it might work as a disadvantage against us instead of an advantage. What would you say about that now? Because I feel we put a lot of that to bed early on there.
Yeah, we're thinking of when other teams have had that and they've had a dodgy start and stuff. I mean, we're only talking one game, mind, but but the first one's massive. You win your first game, you play as well as we did today, and then that kind of drifts away a little bit. And then if we do win our next game at home, that isn't even a conversation then, is it? So it's massive. It's so important. The first one's so important. I will say as well before we get to the end is that the queues were huge, absolutely massive, because obviously everyone wanted a program and stuff, but the queues were all the way back to Goodison, I think. So I wasn't able to get a program. So I just put a comment on Twitter earlier on this afternoon. Just said I couldn't get one. If anyone's got one, let me know. Just tongue in cheek, really. But then on Twitter, someone called MH got in touch, and they were in hospitality or Sky Bar or something today, and they said, "Oh, I've got one spare." So they met me after the game and gave me a program. So thank you very much, MH.
There you go.
And that's that's massive as well, because I would love to be able to take me dad to the game, but he does struggle a little bit now. And he's certainly going to struggle with them bloody stairs, I tell you. So he can have the program until we manage to get him to a game in some slightly lower seats. So yeah, if he's dead jealous, and I don't blame him, because today was absolutely fantastic.
I'm just really glad that we got the result for you as well, because I know you was a bit scarred from that last result, Brighton 3-0 at the start of last season. So it's gone now. It's gone. Yeah. The demons are gone after that. And
We've exercised that now. We're all right.
All you're going to remember is the last one against Brighton, and this is good, 2-0. And shout out to that. Shout out to giving him that. That's cracking that they did pass it on to you. I did see on X someone saying that. Our Everton fans are incredible, and we've got a good little community with this Toffee Bluecast. They'll jump on you, and they sorted you out, which is great. And he's got it in his hand, and his dad's getting it, which is cracking.
Thank you.
First game at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Right, everybody. I'm going to say it again. Everton 2, Brighton 0. Season has started now, and I'm excited, because like Paul just said, our first game at the new stadium we've won. Win the next one. You start thinking we're invincible at this new stadium, and it becomes a massive advantage. It's a fresh start. So, yeah, good. Really happy. Good result. Beat Brighton. Hard game. Let's get ready for the next one. Is the next one home or away, Paul?
Well, we've got Mansfield on Wednesday, League Cup. So we'll end up. We'll do a pre-match for that, and in the pre-match as well, I'll update everyone's scores for our five-a-side competition, and see who's winning.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, wasn't it? Because Jack Grealish assisted, but Njai scored, and I'm pretty sure it was either Jack Grealish or Njai for me and you. So it's a bit of a weird one.
Well, you've got Grealish, I think. You've got Grealish, but I think have I got Ndiaye?
Yeah, but I've got Grealish. I've got Grealish assisting, and Grealish set up Njai, didn't he?
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a weird one because both of our players was involved on that. We'll find out. We will find out, and we'll add it up, people. Right, that is the end anyway. Up the top is 2-0. Happy Sunday. You know what I mean? Until we play the next game, we're just going to be partying. Up the top is that stadium's beautiful. I did put a video up of what we've been through to get into this new stadium. And I put it on X, a video, and we've been through a lot. And this new stadium is the light at the end of the tunnel, and we've won in it tonight. So up the toffs, everyone. Have a boss one. And we'll see you again next game, me and Paul. And we got him live at the game. Of course we did. And Castle as well. Up the toffs. Have a boss Sunday. And see you later.